Hello, in today's video, I'm sharing some new makeup products I've been loving and think are worth checking out. I've been testing a lot of makeup. I placed some Sephora orders and some products are standing out to me more than others. So I wanted to go ahead and share those products with you, show you how they apply, what they look like on me. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's get into these standout new makeup launches that I've been loving, so you can see if they might work for you too. This first one is going to be a bit of a spoiler because I do regular concealer and foundation roundup videos on my channel where I go in depth with reviews and wear tests and things like that. But I wanted to go ahead and share with you my thoughts on this new under eye product from Nars because several of you have asked me about it and I've clearly been liking it because it's in this video. But be on the lookout because it will be showing up with a more in-depth review in my upcoming concealer roundup video. Now, this and all the products I'm sharing with you today are listed and linked in my description box below and can be found at Sephora. I teamed up with Sephora for today's video and want to thank them for partnering with me today and for supporting my channel. I've worked with them tons of times and love working with them on videos that I would already be doing anyway. So let's talk about this new product from Nars. This is the Nars Light Reflecting Eye Brightener. That is a makeup and skincare hybrid product. It comes in 5 shades. I got the second lightest shade. It's called Golden Eye for my light medium skin tone. I'm kind of curious to see what the lightest shade would look like if it would go even brighter. Now, one of my concerns when it comes to under eye brighteners or correctors that are in a pot like this is that they're going to be too sticky, tacky feeling and not spread easily and not look like skin under my eyes, especially as I get older. It's really important that things look like skin under my eyes. I've also messed with some under eye brighteners that just brighten and don't help correct at all. So for me personally, with my discoloration, that really doesn't benefit me. I find this to be very creamy. It blends out easily and does look nice and natural on my skin. It wears well under concealer. Now, it probably would wear well without concealer over it too if you wanted to do that. I just find the shade that I have to be a little too yellow toned for me personally. I would need it to be a little more neutral to wear it by itself and to have a little more coverage. Now, this is supposed to be very long wearing. It's supposed to be crease resistant. I crease no matter what, but I could see someone whose anatomy doesn't lend them to creasing having pretty good luck with this because it seemed to set down pretty nicely. For me, this brightens and corrects all in one, which is nice, but I love, especially as I'm getting closer to 50, having the added skincare ingredients in here that lock in moisture and support the skin barrier and skin elasticity. I mean, any extra help I can get in that department is beneficial for me, and I love having it all in one product. So in a nutshell, I was pleasantly surprised with this. A little bit goes a long way. I use this just like I would any other corrector, right where I had the discoloration, and then I apply concealer on top, and I do love how natural it looks and how hydrating it feels. I don't know if it's just really difficult to formulate a good lip product with SPF or what. I feel like there used to be decent options to choose from, but they've all kind of disappeared over time. I like having some kind of tinted lip product in the summer with SPF because I'm out in the sun more and I don't want my lips to be all dried and chapped. So when Supergoop launched their new Lip Screen Mineral SPF Hydrating Lipstick, I could not wait to get my hands on it to try it. The shade that I have is called High Five. It's a warm terracotta, and I mean, I think you could see how easily that just applied to the back of my hand. I would say this has a nice soft satin finish, and it's buildable from sheer if you want to wear it like a lip tint up to full. I mean, you can make this pretty opaque. Now, this shade does not go with what I have on, so I'll put clips of me applying it on the screen so you can see what it looks like. Now, I can't stand for my lips to feel dry, so that's always a concern with lip products like this because I feel like most SPF, especially mineral lip products, leave your lips feeling dry and dehydrated, or they taste or smell really bad. This has natural peptides, 3 different types of butters, and plant-derived oils. So it's supposed to lock in hydration, nourish, smooth, and plump your lips. Now keep in mind, every time I do my makeup, I sit down and apply some kind of lip balm or lip plumper before I start my makeup. Usually, there's rarely a day when I don't, so that my lips are all, nice and moisturized and plump by the time I go in to apply my daily lip product. So when it's time to apply this at that time, or even later in the day when I go to reapply it, it glides on nicely. My lips look nice and it feels good. I don't have a problem with my lips feeling dry. There's a slight hint, I would say, of peppermint here. You do kind of have that hint of sunscreen in there, even though it's mineral. I feel like you're just gonna get that with any lip product, but it's definitely the best formulation of a lip SPF product that I've tried anyway, which is why I'm sharing it with you today. So if you are like me and you're looking for some kind of SPF product to protect your lips and give you a tint, you might want to check this out. It is selling pretty fast. I think there are only 2 tints in stock right now out of the 4 that they have. I have 2 new blushes to share with you that I've been loving that I picked up from Sephora. One is powder, one is cream. I could have actually put 2 more in here, but I'm saving those for my end of the month favorites and fails. I just want to play with them a little bit more. So I'll talk about the cream first. This is the new Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil. That's hard for me to say. I don't know why. It took me like 6 times to get that out. The shade I have is Rose Crush. I applied it today directly over my foundation before I put on powder, but I have applied it over powder and it applied beautifully. This has hyaluronic acid to plump and hydrate. It's also got pearlescent pigments to give subtle luminosity, but there's no glimmer. It just looks like this beautiful luminous glow, like your lip from within. I find the end result to look so natural and beautiful on my skin. I've applied these with a sponge, with a brush, and either way, they just apply very, very beautifully. I would say these have a sheer buildable finish. If you want to just do a nice wash, you can. If you want to build up the pigment, you can. I just don't think you could mess these up. And I do think that this product is worth the hype. I've enjoyed using this. And it's a great product to layer with if you want to get some longevity out of your cheek color and apply this underneath a powder blush too. It actually goes really nicely with the powder blush that I applied over it today, which is from Dior. Dior reformulated their Rosy Glow blushes. I have the original hot pink shade. Now this shade is called Rosewood, and there's just something about this shade that just works, and it's so versatile. And I think the reason why these work so well for people, why these get the hype that they do, is because of how they're designed to react with your individual skin chemistry to give you a custom rosy effect. So it almost looks like you're glowing from within, and they give you this fresh, natural, glowy look that does last all day. I've never had a problem with these lasting from morning until night. And it's almost like they're not sitting on your skin, they're sitting within your skin. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they're just very flattering, and with multiple shades to choose from, I just don't think you can go wrong. I'm really glad that I picked up Rosewood when I want a really natural, pretty glow. These are no fail for me. When it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I'm normally a neutrals girl through and through. I'm all about everyday beauty made easy, things you can wear anywhere and feel comfortable in, and that's normally what I feel comfortable in. Every now and then, a colorful palette comes along that really catches my eye. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. When it does, I get really excited, and this is one of those cases. The Natasha Denona Yucca palette, it's working out. I almost didn't want to share it though, because I feel like everyone's talking about it, but I do feel like there's good reason for that. Okay, I just flipped this upside down so I could hopefully hold it a little bit easier and keep it in focus. Hopefully. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I think the reason why this is so appealing to people and why we're hearing about it so much is because of these kind of retro, earthy summer tones that will transition so easily into fall. All I know is the moment I saw it, I immediately thought how easily I could get a neutral look if I wanted to with these warm matte shades, but also how I could throw in pops of color. I flipped it back the other way so that when you see the swatches on the screen row by row, it's not confusing, but I wanted to show you how these are swatching on my arm so that you can see the quality of the shadows. I've said this for years on my channel. The quality is just amazing. I do think it's important to get to know the different formulas that she puts in her palettes and to get comfortable with them. You have foiled, matte, and metallic shadows here, and they all perform a little bit differently. So it's important to get comfortable with the types of brushes you like using, type of pressure you like using. The metallic and foiled shadows in this palette, I cannot get over how pretty they are. You could throw one of those on your lid and something in your crease and call it a day and have an entire beautiful, stunning look. I wanted to swatch those separately for you just so you could see how pretty they are and see the subtle differences between them. Those are one finger swatches, by the way. They're not layered. I'll walk you through how I got this eye look really quickly. I did prep my eyelids ahead of time with a light layer of concealer and then set it with translucent powder. And I don't have on foundation or concealer because of potential fallout. And as some of you saw in my recent eyeliner tutorial, my winged eyeliner tutorial, I'm using a little bit of this tape as a perimeter. You'll see when I peel it off how much it helps, especially if you have some creases that fall below where your eyeliner goes, or if you have hooded eyes. This kind of has the texture of washi tape. I really like it, and I find myself using it a lot. I started by sweeping Ixia in my crease and transition area, almost up to my brow bone. And next I took this, it looks like a deep hunter green, but it's actually a very sheer shade. I just pressed it into the outer portion of my lid, kind of up towards my crease to create kind of a lift. And then using my finger, I just pressed some of Macchia right over that shade. And then I used my finger to apply Plantasia to the main part of my lid, basically the bulk of the center of my lid. And then I took this shade, it's a little bit lighter than Plantasia, and tapped it on the inner portion of my lid. Now I wanted to use an eyeliner that would glide right over, and so I used this newly reformulated, I do believe this is newly reformulated from Dior Show On Stage Crayon in brown. It's a really, really deep brown. It glides on, but then it just sets down really nicely. And I lightly smudged Willow right over that. I also added a little bit of Willow on the outer half of my lower lash line and a little bit more Ixia on the inner half of my lower lash line. And that's all I did today. And I don't think it's too over the top. What I am loving about this is that you can go kind of over the top, or you can keep it kind of subtle and warm and go with kind of a khaki green yellow look, or an orangey look, orangey brown, yellow brown. You can go with this kind of silvery lavender here. There's just so many directions that you can go. I just don't see getting bored. The glam looks will be a little bit different than the norm, but not too much. And the neutral looks, again, will be a little bit different, but not too much. It's wearable color, and that is what I love. I've been using this lip balm almost daily since I got it a few weeks ago, and that says a lot, especially since it comes in pot form. That's not my preferred container type when it comes to lip balms. I love this stuff. This is the new Low Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Acid Lip Gloss Balm. They have a whole Plum Plump line now, and this is a new addition. It also has a natural raspberry scent and flavor to it, which I've been loving. It's very subtle, but it's there, and it adds to the experience. I use this randomly during the day, on the weekends. I mean, I've made quite a dent already. I cannot get enough. I apply this at night before I go to bed, kind of like a lip mask. My lips are always plump and hydrated when I wake up. It's not sticky or goopy or heavy. The hyaluronic acid in it boosts moisture and helps your lips look fuller. Raspberry extract hydrates and protects against moisture loss. And it's got this plum blend with vitamin C that smooths the look of lip lines and wrinkles, which I think helps maybe the most. Maybe not the most, because I do obviously notice the plumping and the hydration, but I think the smoothing kind of puts this over the edge. I don't know, it's everything combined. This just really does it for me. I'm actually going to put this on over my lip product that I have on now because I just love the way this feels and tastes and wears. I mean, I've put this on over lip liner too. It's just a lovely product that I love having in my life that tastes and smells good. This has replaced Laneige. This is my new favorite lip mask, lip balm type product that I just can't get enough of. This was a spur of the moment purchase that I wasn't expecting to like as much as I did. I placed a same day order a few weeks ago and threw this in there, and I'm glad that I did. I have friends that do same day delivery all the time, and I just started doing it a little more regularly. Instant gratification, you know, I like to try things as soon as I can so I can review them for you. But it is a perk that you have access to if you're a Sephora Beauty Insider member. If you're not a member, it's free to join. I have the link down below if you want to check out more information, but you also have access to discounts and promotions, app exclusive seasonal savings events, birthday gifts, and you can earn points when you shop that you can redeem for free products or money off your purchase and more. So you can check out that information down below, but I put this in my same day delivery. This is the K-Skin Isle Nourishing Body Mist SPF 50. This is vegan and cruelty free and water resistant for up to 80 minutes, and it's very lightweight and has this ultra fine mist, and it's hydrating. It has hyaluronic acid and sea moss and vitamin C, so you're getting some really nice skincare in this, which as we get older is really nice to have in our sunscreen products, especially if we're going outside in the drying sun. You know, with most sunscreens, you spray it and you just have that greasy finish on your skin. This is not going to give you that. It's just so lightweight. I don't know how they created it to be that way, but I actually feel like I have a nice product on my skin that's actually better for me, and it has a nice amber vanilla scent to it. I'm not walking around with that spray sunscreen scent that you typically have. I've really been enjoying this, and I'm glad I got it, and I actually feel like this is lasting me longer because the mist is so fine. I love sharing new product discoveries with you. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.